The headlines, the issues impacting you, all on This Week in Cincinnati on 9 on Your Side.
And welcome back to This Week in Cincinnati. I'm Craig McKee. Think of a place to party or hang out in the tri-state, and several places, of course, may come to mind. The Banks, over the Rhine, Main Street. How about Camp Washington? Probably, though it just isn't one of those choices, at least come right to the top. But there's now a proposal to create a 132-acre entertainment district there. A map of the proposed district shows how it would actually wind through the neighborhood, looking at it there. Under state law, community entertainment districts can have one liquor license for every 5 acres. So the change would allow for dozens of new liquor licenses in the area.
I think it'd bring more different people from around different neighborhoods and down here to check it out, to see what's really going on down here.
Well, people in Camp Washington say it already has a strong business community and a growing art scene as well. And they also say the entertainment district would help build on that. Joining us now to talk a little bit more about the plan is James Heller Jackson with the Camp Washington Community Board. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
To come to this decision, that is, has this been a long process to be able to get to this point, and how did the idea come about?
Well, absolutely. It's been a many-year process.
Okay.
It really started with an influx of artists coming into the neighborhood. After years of disinvestment in Camp Washington, we all of a sudden started to have people, and
which is a good thing.
Well, people were moving back into the city,
right.
And OTR and North Side, both either end of camp, were becoming expensive, and so people started looking at Camp Washington as a viable place to live with a great location. So we started coming up with a plan about 4 years ago, which was a huge community engagement process that we talked to a lot of people as far as how we wanted to see our neighborhood gel. And part of that included keeping it a pedestrian-oriented neighborhood. Building on the Italianate architecture that we've got through our little downtown. But as well, there's a lot of industrial space that is both in production or is in need of redevelopment. And so we've had a couple of redevelopment projects where lofts are created in these spaces. Those are perfect opportunities to have mixed-use type stuff.
We've seen this kind of ripple effect in communities across the country where people are not necessarily tired of, all right, let's get in our car and let's drive 15 minutes, let's go downtown, let's experience this and then drive back. There's this thought process of, why can't I just stay in my own community? And we've seen all these micro pubs, open up, and little restaurants and shops, and we have seen this kind of, I lived in England for many years when I was in the military, and you left your house and you went to your local pub and you went to your little local shops and you just stayed in your community. And we're seeing that kind of develop in pockets all around the area.
Right.
And that's kind of the focus here.
Right. And you look at one of our new businesses that's opened up is Mom and M Coffee. Okay. It's right on Coleraine Avenue. It draws people from all over the region as well as the neighborhood. It's a very great central location.
Right.
They opened, they do good stuff, and they bring people in.
The entertainment district obviously will open up a number of doors and opportunities for businesses to move in. Do you have a list of businesses or restaurants who've already said, I'm signed up, I'm going to do this as soon as you get this created? I'm ready to knock down walls and it'll open up.
Sure, we have a few people, certainly, yes. There's a list. Are
there incentives at all for any businesses who want to come and open up?
The joy of being in Camp Washington. But as well, we are also in the process of creating a TIF district in the neighborhood.
Can you give us any names of any of the businesses that are ready to open?
No, it would jinx it.
Well, we wouldn't want to jinx it, of course. Once this starts to develop, and we've seen it in other communities, restaurants open up, a shop opens up, what's the ultimate end result from other capital coming in to the area and other businesses? What expansions do you hope this maybe creates down the road?
Well, for one, a renewal of the existing housing that we've got, but as well, we could use some new housing. There is a lot of infill available, And so we've talked with all sorts of developers, both reduced income, lower income, as well as market rate.
Right.
There is interest in headquartering in the city. It's a great location. You're only about 1.5 miles from downtown.
You mentioned the housing. That has been an issue because affordable housing is very difficult to come by in any community.
Right.
Oftentimes when these developments happen, you have high-end condos that come in, or they knock out walls in a duplex and they make it something bigger or what have you, but you're focused on mixed housing.
We're focused on
here.
a mixed type development, yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping by to talk about this. We'll continue to watch the developments, obviously, and please keep us up to date on those secret companies and restaurants that are planning to come in.
We'll stop by for some chili.
I can't ask me twice there. I'll be there, no problem. You know, there are also plans to create a new entertainment district downtown focused right around Court Street. 3CDC tells us that it wants to turn the vacant storefronts there into thriving businesses. The company believes a district there will help eliminate cost barriers for small businesses when purchasing a liquor license.